Good evening, guys. It is I, Paul Trax, the Nordic Nerd, and today we are looking at the Figures Toy Getting ahead of myself. Rising Stars of Wrestling action figure Rosemary, the Demon Assassin. Oh, Jesus. This is take two. I fucked it up the first time. So this is the packaging. If you have any experience with FTC before, maybe there are other wrestling figures, or perhaps there are superheroes, or maybe the Scooby-Doo line, which I do have a few of. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I do. This Dodo, the at least one-time Knockouts champion, Rosemary, in their, the Envy shard look. Yeah, let's get into it. If I can just adjust the when you adjust the thing while you're filming like the professional that you are. It is what it is. You don't come to this channel for professional behavior. Yeah, this is basically what it is. Got some soft goods, got some her FMA logo there, which I was actually kind of worried about, because I was like, oof, is FTC or Impact or she gonna get sued for this? Either they don't know about it, or they kind of just said, fine, cool, whatever. This is her face, got the face paint, got the bun, which does. Those are sort of more beige. They're supposed to be purple, and they are sort of purple, sort of stripes in her hair. It's not as easy to notice it on camera, but they are there. Funnily enough, the first time I recorded this, you could totally see it in 4K and shit, but it's problems editing. I'm not a professional. It's what it is. Take it or leave it. So, got some soft goods, as you can see here, with the hood there and like the what is it called? Singlet, whatever. Got the knee pads and the boots. Some people were worried about the QC, because FTC is kind of known for being kind of so. Honestly, I think it's fine. Acceptable. The price is a bit hard to swallow, being for what it is, but I do understand that it's a small company, and they're probably just only gonna make a couple of thousand of this, and then they're gonna stop. So I mean, with the amortization and all that, it's probably gonna be a bit tricky. So I understand it, but it still sucks. These are like, especially if you're international, the shipping and the customs can get quite expensive. But anyway, let's look at the articulation. The head, as you can probably, they're similar to something like a WWE Basic or an Elite. Christ, I'm stuttering. Or, well, technically it's Honor Ultimates too. So I still don't think that Mattel has gone beyond the whole just the ball socket, which is kind of annoying. Like, double ball pack, please. So effective if they are used. But yeah, like you get so basically at the 360 degrees. Not that she ever does that in the first place, but I know some tilt. But like, I wouldn't depend on too much, because it's not like it, and then you kind of just like, it doesn't stay in that position. So yeah. As for her arms on a hinge, as you can probably see. Maybe this is a better angle. Ignore my thumb here, because potato. Don't let anyone tell you that the potato peelers aren't a murder weapon. This is just not ideal. Hard to show. Maybe this is better. Swear to God. There you go. I think you can see the hinge, right? The ball hinge there, and it's very, very similar to something like an Elite or a Basic. Gives you sort of the but because of the jacket, probably can't go very much further than the normal T-pose, unfortunately. But there's a bicep swivel there, which is nice. I think so. It's the swivel, not the swivel, and the hinge doesn't go further than this. Well, there's a button, but that's about 90, right? And then it's a bit loose, I will say, but yeah. There's a hinge here, of course, as well, which does work. It's a hinge. It's a bit ugly though, but gets the job done. Now, as you can see, she has her the laces, the straps, whatever, and they're sort of meant to be sort of decals almost, similar to how metal and jazz would probably do tattoos and whatnot, but they're not that kind of money, so it's sort of like a sticker, which is kind of what tempers are anyway, but these are a bit more obvious that they are, so it doesn't look great, but it looks fine, you know what I mean? Again, like, maybe I'm giving them a bit too much leeway here, because this is such a unique thing, but whatever, it is what it is. The torso is, for far as I can understand here, it's nothing. You don't have the, if you buy like a lot of sort of female superheroes or wrestlers, tend to be something sort of here in the boobage, right? Like a swivel or maybe something like a side to side. But this is nothing, right? All is in the waist here, or the double. So yeah, the bend is gonna be hips, which is not great, but you know, whatever. It's totally fine as well. It's fine. And then of course the hips, I'm guessing, is sort of standard-ish sort of ball pegs. You can get out, get forward. You can sort of, there's a tiny bit of swivel. That's actually better than a McFarlane figure. Just not to throw shade, but you know, it probably is just on the socket there. I'll have to take it off to find out, but I'm not gonna do that. Not on video anyhow. The knee, of course, is a single jointed knee, which can be a problem, can be fine. Would I prefer a double? Of course, but it aesthetically looks nice, but it's a bit, you know, a bit limiting, shall we say. On the boot, however, there is no boot cut. You know, this is one piece. And you got the ankle, which is very loose, not great. But like I said, like, it's not gonna be like this, you know. No ankle pivot, unfortunately. Definitely something that I should look at adding in the future, but I'm not holding my breath. Let's just say that. Though, that being said, they have, of course, just is it for sale yet? Yeah, I think so, because FTC doesn't do pre-orders. They just like, either it's in stock or it's not. And that does have like double knees and elbows, and that looks more like a sort of modern figure, you know what I mean? So, could be something. If it works, they probably might actually roll that out to new figures going forward. That would be cool. But we got to see that to know for sure. This, of course, this gear is sort of, it's got a hood and everything. Like, and the hood is totally practical. No, functional. There you go. You know, not. I mean, hoods are hard to do anyway. So yeah, get the, so that you know, like, this could have been worse. Like, the prototype images showed us like big hairs. Like, this would have been impossible. So at least now it works. And it's sort of maybe like the one it's actually based on. It's not 100%, but it's close enough, I'd say. So, you give some props though, right, for Rosemary's first action figure, first official one. I'm sure that's been I'm sure there's been costumes, right, 100%. Yeah, because she's kind of toyetic as fuck, right? So yeah, she's got a lot of fans. Can she? Yeah, maybe. I just like. Again, so obviously replace interchangeable hands and whatnot is just not gonna happen. So it's gonna be what it is. Either you like it or you not, or you don't, rather. Those ankles aren't gonna be great. Let's just say that. She falls over. Maybe I'll get a stand if I can. Yeah, I see the arms just very, very floppy, floppy. Maybe we'll put it down for now. To sort of compare it to her, as far as I'm aware, her only actual figure. Other figure, which of course is a microballer, right? Is obviously different attire, and these are obviously not articulated. This is a sort of, I don't know, vinyl, maybe. Different attire, which is probably somewhat familiar, though she's missing some paint on her hair. That's supposed to be with a red mixed with black. But yeah, like generally speaking, the fishnet stockings supposed to be like that. That it's almost. And this is, as far as I know, her only sort of figure. I think there's a repaint of this, which was more purple instead of red. But I think that's it in terms of official. Now, the fun part now is, of course, that she is getting like Impact Wrestling doesn't really, they don't have a toy deal like say Mattel and WWE and Jazzwares and AEW. But they used to have with Jax a long time ago, when Toy Biz maybe before that, or Marvel Toys. But now, of course, they're doing something with Cella, and that's awesome. Which, yeah, they have done. I think they're going to do Eddie Edwards, Jordan Grace, Moose, and Gianna Perazzo. And I'm sure they're going to continue if they do well enough. Will they do Rosemary? Here's the thing. I don't know how the contracts with FTC works. Are they permanent? Are they for experiment? Are they maybe for only one figure or two, like versions? Who knows, right? But yeah, that's the thing. I don't think they will do soft goods. I don't think they will. Like, no way in hell are they gonna do sort of Diana process for a crazy rope. No, no, probably not. Depending on how much they are intending to charge for it, which is not entirely determined. This actually is stretchy too. Sort of mimic the actual thing, which is pretty cool. This is a bit too soft. Kind of like because I have whatever. I'm not gonna be there. So okay, like if you just put this to the side for now, and if you haven't actually bought FTC before, I think they are mainly sold through their own website, and they do a lot of stuff. Like they even do like US presidents, which is kind of funny. You can actually buy like a Biden and a Trump figure. You can have a fight. Kind of funny. Yeah, and they're all like this, right? With plastic clamshells and sort of a cardboard backing with a particular logo of whatever. And here is has sort of a list of previously released figures, right? This specifically through the Rising Stars line. They also have sort of Legends, which is something else, and they used to have a Ring of Honor, but now they're under AEW, so the contract that probably was gonna just instantly disappear. But it's kind of cool. So yeah, there were some familiar names. Jay White, Switchblade, AJ Styles. Obviously, he used to be TNA guy. Now it's obviously WWE. Short hair bearded, so that's kind of where it's from. Brian Myers, Doc Gallows, i.e. DOC guys from WWE now. That's kind of cool. Ethan Page right there. He is getting a AEW figure now. That's cool. That's great. Joey Ryan, he obviously worked with Impact for a while and got fired because of all the drama. Brian Myers, one half of the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. Very outdated picture, of course. Short hair, stubble. Now he has long hair and full beard, so that's something. Got Sammy Callahan. Like, I would love an updated Sammy, like the baseball cap and like the bat and everything like that. That would be sweet, but we'll see. Brian Cage also used to be Impact. Now it's with AEW. Not sure he's doing a lot. Taya. Oh my god, this is very hard to do. Again, very outdated, and you might as well just get the boss fight figure. It looks so much better. Stuff at robe. That's a reason to get it. Here's some legends, right? So Blue Meanie, Kiss Demon, Jim Cornette, New Jack, bunch of rising stars of wrestling. And all their socials, which is of course, this is sort of resealable, which is nice. So you just open it up and close it up. So it's kind of nice because if you change your mind, let's say you buy it, you bought it, you open it, and be like, I think this looks better in package. Maybe you want to have this signed. You can actually buy blank boxes from the website, and you can even buy new clips. That's great. That's a lot of people give FTC shit. Most of it is somewhat justified, but you gotta appreciate the little things, resealable boxes, and haven't come with full cardboard either. So that's just Hasbro for now, but you never know. But that's gonna have to be it, I think. I'm actually very happy. I'm a huge fan of her as a performer, as a character, and now as a figure. Very toyetic, as I think a lot of people, especially the fans, and so the Impact faithful, probably know all about. Yeah, definitely. It's not it's off on the arm, and I'm holding her neck, so aside from her arm, he's relatively sturdy. So your mileage may vary, of course, as it is a mass-produced product. So it's what it is. But yeah, this is cool, right? I think this is pretty cool. The light makes it really shiny, which she is, but the lighting is kind of bad, and this is not exactly a studio quality level video. This is trash. Did I see it? I did mention the hinge, right? I think I did. Swivel, 360 degrees. Hinge, not the most smoothest looking thing, but again, acceptable. And again, the arm is really flappy. It's kind of, I'm not crazy, but and she has a lot of these straps, laces on her legs and arms and stuff. So I'm not sure they probably could have done it. I would have either asked to the other just do paint. They just paint it on. So is this paint? Not the chest. I think this is paint. Also the face, but but now there's sort of tempo, much like they do sort of logos and tattoos, I think, on other wrestlers. But they don't have that kind of money, I don't think. So yes, you want to get sort of the best version of that, unfortunately. So it is what it is, I suppose. So what do you think? Did you buy it? Do you even watch Impact? I do. And you bet your ass when Ali releases, I will buy it and put it right next to her. Demon Bunny reunited in the figure form. But I do believe that has to be it for now. If you liked it, yeah, or not, call me an asshole in the comments. That's always fun. Yeah. So this has been your host, Poltrax, the Nordic Nerd, saying goodbye. Later.